different companies. So we can say she has a more or less 5 to 6 to complete implementation cycle. She has gone through it. Her specialty is FSCM, financial supply chain management, and credit management, and including end-to-end capex utilization project systems. The second one is Ibrahim. He is our technical solution architect, and he has more than 16 years of experience in the development, SAP development side, plus administration, technical leadership in different industries. He also is a SAP BTP certified solution architect, and in fact, he has a very good experience, and he was very knowledgeable in designing and implementation in SAP BTP project. So that's the short introduction or overview of our resource presenters who are going to give the presentation. So basically, agenda or objective, our presentation is this webinar is to give you an idea what SAP is, and why you people need SAP, and what role SAP is playing in the industry. Now you they take the name of Shell Global. It's any oil and gas sector or FMCG or automobile like Toyota or Honda and other brands. They all our companies are using SAP application to support their business. As a once I have asked a question to the fresh graduate from a university, what you know about the SAP? He simply replied, it used to record the inventory transactions or HR processes. No, it's a very comprehensive, integrated application to support those business processes in the business. Either it's an automobile or a FMCG or a home appliance or construction industry. Basically, the processes from the day one are the same. Like number one is your production, the other is finance, HR, supply chain, marketing, human resource, materials management, plant maintenance. So companies are performing these, are working on those processes, and based on that they are producing the product. But with the passage of time, they need the efficiencies, and to bring the efficiencies in the organization, that's why they have opted they opted the ERP application. So when we talk about ERP, there are different ERPs in the industry, like not only SAP, there is Oracle NetSuite ERP, Microsoft Dynamics, Infor, and Odoo as well, and Acumatica Cloud ERP. So, but SAP, what I say, SAP have a major market share in different organizations. So, if you are in a phase or in a stage of the startup of your career, so that is the right time to opt the best application to go with that ERP, because when you go with this SAP application or Oracle or Microsoft Dynamics, so it means you have a wide number of opportunities, because you have an option to go with join the automobile industry, join the home appliance industry, or a cement industry, or FMCG industry, or construction industry. You can go anywhere. You can join any of the companies, because they all are using SAP. Number one, and number two, yes, definitely. If we say SAP, it doesn't mean that only computer engineers or computer science graduates can work on those SAP applications. No, we have a requirement of finance experts. We need engineers, mechanical and electrical, because if we talk about the plant maintenance process, in plant maintenance, what a plant maintenance engineer should know, that he should know the overall equipment efficiency. He should know the MTBF, mean time between failures. He should know all such breakdown failures, and he should have a preventive maintenance plan. So how he can do it, because there are a number of applications. So those ERPs like SAP, like Oracle, support the business to get the data effectively, efficiently. Number one. Now, if we have those applications, we can use the AI or artificial AI application, and we can get the benefit using AI if we are using any ERP application. So that's the short introduction. And now I can move to about SAP. SAP basically in 1972 formed by three or four IBMers, ex-IBMers. They left the IBM and they start developing their own application in Germany. And it's a long journey, but today they are leading the market. And in fact, all the major industries, they have it. You can say around 230 million plus. They have a cloud user, 100 plus. They have enterprise solutions. If I say enterprise solution means they have a specific solution for industries like they call it IS, industry specific solutions for utility, for automobile, for home appliance, for FMCG. They have that option is also available. So there is a variety of solutions available. SAP started the journey with R2. It's release 2, then go to release 3. And now currently they have introduced SAP S4 HANA. It's basically they are using HANA, their own database, which Ibrahim will explain in his session how what are the features and the what features and options are available in HANA and what benefit we can get it using HANA. So that's the short introduction. So what I say, SAP is not only for computer science graduate, it's for mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, chartered accountants, and it means all engineers, R&D engineers, research and developers. That application, ERP application, is beneficial for all of them. So now I request Manur, sorry, I request to Maria to explain further about the application, how finance is getting the benefit, and how other departments are taking the benefit of that application. Yes, Maria, please.
Thank you, Omar Bhai, for transferring this to me. One of the things that I will say here is that SAP is it's not just a software that you use to integrate business dealings or business transactions. It's basically, a lot of people would say that this is a means to an end, but it's the question is means to what end? The end that we're trying to achieve at the end is a clearer vision, a clean set of accounts, a clean integration, real time setup between different modules, between different functions of the business. Without going into the technical part, it the software, because it's so integrated, and my redundancy is there no more, because previously what we had to do is we would record something in procurement, link it with finance, then record separately for accounts payable, and it was a lot of delayed reporting, because at the end of the day, we're trying to achieve that. Now, SAP is helping us better manage complex business processes by giving the employees of different departments easy access to those real-time insights across the enterprise. It accelerates their workflows, it improves their operational efficiency, it raises effectively their productivity and saves a lot of time. Just in a nutshell, to tell you how grand the SAP scale is, it has over 109,000 employees from 157 countries, 34 billion plus total revenue from financial year 2024, 300 million plus subscribers in cloud user base, 100 plus different development locations worldwide. Then it's the sustainability rating, or the MSCI ESG rating, is AAA, which is good to have. And it's in the top 5% of organizations that are going green. If I'm talking about customers, SAP customers generate about 84% of total global commerce, which shows how deeply SAP is embedded in the economy. 98% of the world's 100 largest companies are SAP customers, and 97 of the 100 greenest companies also run SAP systems. Additionally, 85 of the largest companies use SAP S4 HANA. And it's important that SAP is not just for large companies. Around 80% of its customer base is small and medium sized enterprise businesses, which shows how flexible and scalable the solutions are. Moving on to the next question, when you're trying to understand what SAP has, it's okay, we understand what it is. How do we deploy it? Basically, it provides you multiple options because it understands that your users can work with different application or different, let's say, styles of working, not applications. So for some customers, the best way to go is an on-premise model, which is very common. You have the license and the software is installed in your own data center, as opposed to cloud, where the customer would rent the software for a certain period of time, and SAP would deploy the software on their own data centers. Then if somebody doesn't want that, then they go hybrid, in which they provide both on premise and then on cloud. Why that is? Because they can still save some money, and but they can still have some autonomy on how to run the applications and how to run the softwares by going half cloud or somewhat cloud and somewhat on premise in their applications. And then finally, it also gives the users the mobile devices access on premise or cloud applications, which wasn't the case previously. Now, talking about what solutions specifically SAP can provide, how what I mean when I say that it's an enterprise resource platform. We have the very basic, which is the finance-led administration. So a company is doing not a lot, but they have basic functions. For example, procure to pay, order to cash, record to report. What those are? Procure to pay and order to cash is your end-to-end supply chain process from procurement to selling. So from the process of buying your raw material, producing something, and then selling it and getting the money. And at the end, the most crucial one in this is in this type of solution is the finance one, because finance is integrated inside of procure to pay and order to cash. It assimilates within those solutions and gives you the reporting that you require at the end. Your period and closing, financial accounting, and reporting tasks, and other things that you require. But that is the base model. What you can have on top is for service-centric industries. I'll give an example of a consultancy where you also have to do some pre-sales. You have to plan what you're going to do. There's staffing. There's also project planning because it's a service-based industry. You also need to be mindful of that. And then finally, you're billing the client. So SAP offers a solution for service-centric industries. And then finally, something for product-centric industries where you have idea to market, procure to pay, plan to fulfill, and order to cash. These are different, let's say, levels of solutions within the product-centric industries. One thing to know is that even if you have something on top, the base finance-led administrative ERP would still be there because those are important processes that you need in any of these industries or for any of these solutions. Then a little more detail about this is that we have financial management, but we also have human capital management. For example, with human capital, it's not just hiring and firing, for which, by the way, SAP also has modules. It's also paying labor, paying managers, paying directors, how the holidays work, how the calendars work. Then you have business network, then you have supply chain management, your spend management, which is your expense recording, or your if you're a service industry, we have a lot of let's say expenses that relate to our own staff, meaning they're flying somewhere to implement, to meet clients, to then they're taking clients to dinner, etc., etc. Then you have production planning for manufacturing, plant maintenance again for manufacturing, Then you have inventory solutions, because for inventories, if some of you are familiar with finance, you have very specific international standards that you need to fulfill when you're recording your inventory. Then you have your customer solutions, artificial intelligence, which is now being embedded into these solutions itself. But then you also have analytical cloud, SAC, which is your planning tool. You have BTP, which Ibrahim will cover later. Then you have cloud. Then you have SMEs and governance and security, because now it's also becoming a concern. With that, I will move a little forward. This is an example of customer stories that are successful who implemented SAP for different. Uh, they had the base one, but they added additional things related to SAP, additional modules, additional solutions. For example, you have Mercedes Benz, then you have Maruti, you have PepsiCo, you have Coke, Marco Polo, Solar Industries. So a lot of those things are making use of not just the basic SAP S/4HANA, but on top, they're getting cloud solutions for them. For a lot of these customers, they're getting a module called multi-bank connectivity that is automated, that is on cloud. All your banking solution falls within that. Then all your, let's say, sorry, all your procurement, on top of your procurement solution, your vendor management solutions also fall within these, like Ariba, etc. So these clients have, they started on SAP a while ago, and now they're just moving forward to make their processes easy, to have to increase their productivity. When talking about business AI, basically for SAP, the business AI focuses on embedding artificial intelligence directly into the business processes. Instead of being a separate tool, it becomes part of everyday workflows. What it does, it allows users to receive the insights, recommendations, and automation exactly where decisions are being made. So there's no delay in that. It's right at the place where it needs to be. For SAP, the business AI provides a unified experience and improves productivity that I mentioned. It will combine your enterprise data, so something that you already have in your ERP, with AI. And because it's a protected environment, that data doesn't have a risk of being, let's say, violated, because it's controlled. And SAP helps it to manage it. How Joule works, Joule is the agent that SAP uses for business AI. Joule, a, Joule has agents that are the key components of SAP Business AI. These agents will understand the full context of a business by using detailed enterprise data. They will work together rather than individually. It's not like you're feeding data to Joule, it's embedded in the solution that it's taking the data directly, which makes it more efficient. These Joule agents will help automate complex tasks. It will support decision making, because that's the end goal. And then it will reduce manual work, which everybody loves. And then this also allows employees to focus on higher value and more strategic activities without having to deal with pulling the data and pushing the data and all of that, because it's built in. A few success stories with business AI are Delta, with building a skills-based organization. The Delta Airlines is personalizing talent experiences with an AI-driven talent intelligent hub. So it's a very specific talent-related AI tool that they're using. Then Dar es Salaam Assets are using AI for inclusive hiring and personalized learning. Anybody who's an immigrant in another country knows how much this matters. It's not just, something to say. I have experienced it personally, and it just helps when the hiring process is unbiased. Then you have a FC Bayern, which is using basically enabling a future ready workforce using business SAP and their HR processes. Then you have Chobani. They're using the business AI to automate their expenses. SAP has a solution which is called Concur Solutions, and it's the AI is embedded in that, so it reduces their expenses, the time spent by employees on doing their expenses by 75%. Anybody who's worked in a consultancy knows how much I absolutely hate doing my expenses at the end of the month. It wastes a lot of valuable time. Then we have the pillar, which is automating processes to build the future workplace. Again, it's using blowers and compressors, uses BTP and SAP business AI to create a digital hub and automate their processes. This is how SAP is enabling all these companies to move forward, to save time, to have an efficient end-to-end solution, not just system-wise, but also when it comes to human resource, to the actual people who are performing the activities. With that, I will thank you and give the floor to Ibrahim. Ibrahim, it's
All right.
yours. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Maria. I hope all of you can hear me properly. Okay, so the area I'm going to cover today is a technical topic. So anyone in this audience who love to do some kind of a coding, probably they will be able to resonate what I'm going to cover today. And then I'll also be talking about what kind of programming language SAP used to have, let's say 10 or 25 years ago, and then what we have now. So this is a little bit of agenda, what I'll be covering in this technical topic. So traditional ABAP. ABAP basically stands for Advanced Business Application Programming. So this is a programming model we use in SAP for doing our programming for different kind of artifacts, you can say. And then I'll also be talking about cloud native developments with RAP and CAP. And then third topic would be SAP Business Technology Platform, which is BTP, and then we will be speaking about some career opportunities. Okay, so if you can please go to the next slide. Okay, so here I'm going to speak about how SAP has evolved during last few decades or years, and then what kind of possibilities we have in terms of technical developments in SAP today. So as you can see, before 2012, we used to have a very traditional way of doing developments in SAP using ABAP objects. Okay, we used to have a very traditional screen that is called SAP GUI, graphical user interface, where the developer would go and then they would create the programs, reports, forms, everything, and then it will be deployed to production for end customer. And by the way, to little bit touch upon what kind of things we can develop with ABAP, then you can develop reports for someone like managers to see how much sale of products has happened for a particular region as an example. Then you can also build forms. Okay, when I say form, you can visualize something like a billing document or let's say an invoice which a customer gets, right? So let's say Amazon sells some product, then it will send some invoice to the end customer. So those kind of invoices can also be generated with ABAP development. All right, then you also have something called integration. With integration, you can integrate your SAP with some other third-party application as well for exchanging the data. So all of these different capabilities in SAP in terms of programming, you can achieve with the help of ABAP. All right. So as I said before 2012, it was a very traditional way of doing developments by programmers. Then after a few years, SAP launched ABAP development tools for Eclipse. It is again a kind of an ADT development toolkit which you can use for doing your developments. Nothing much changed, I would say. It was just a different IDE, integrated development environment, where still you would use your traditional way of development. but it was a new IDE you can think about. Then SAP launched S4 HANA, wherein we got a new high-speed database called HANA. It stands for High-Speed Analytical Application. All right. They also launched SAP Fiori, which is used for building your mobile applications instead of accessing something based on some installed application, but you can also access SAP data via your mobile. And then you also got a feature called key user extensibility. With that, even business user can also extend some of the SAP application. So, for example, you do not want to see standard content given by SAP, right? You want to also enhance something based on your specific company needs. So that is called extensibility, which you can achieve using key user extensibility. Then 2017, SAP also launched something called RAP, RESTful Application Programming, wherein it also gave additional flavor to programming. And then I would say SAP BTP was something game changing for SAP, wherein they provided some cloud platform for various topics, which I'll be covering later on in my session. And then you can also see we have now something called ABAP Cloud, which is possible via ABAP environment on BTP, wherein you get blend of various programming languages which you can use and build your application, not just ABAP. Now you can build SAP application with any kind of a programming language, be it Node.js, be it Python, be it Java, any language you want, you can build your front-end application. Okay, then moving on to the next topic, I will little bit touch upon wrap and cap. I won't go into deep of these topics, otherwise I think it will be not very interesting, I would say, for someone new. So wrap, as I said, it is used for building native application using ABAP language, and then it gives the developer a flavor of core data services, CDS, as well as OData services through which they can build their application. But again, everything is based on ABAP, right? uh, that is again, someone has to know ABAP and then do their development. After that, SAP launched CAP, which stands for Cloud Application Programming. Okay, if you see CAP, then it is used for building enterprise grade application and services in the cloud. You can use combination of languages, as I said, Node.js, Python, Java, any kind of language you can use and then build application with CAP. So this is about these two different languages. Nowadays, I would say CAP is in a hot area in SAP world. I would say instead of RAP, people are focusing more and more on CAP for building their application. All right, then we go to the next topic. Okay, so SAP Business Technology Platform. This was previously called as SAP Cloud Platform. Now SAP has renamed this to SAP Business Technology Platform. This is again a SaaS solution from SAP, wherein the customers can, let's say, set up their organization. Let's say they can purchase some credits from SAP for this platform, and then they can decide on which data center they want to host their application. So SAP provides various hyperscaler options like Google GCP, Microsoft Azure, Alibaba Cloud. So while setting up SAP BTP, you can select those hyperscalers, and then you can host your application. But again, what is SAP BTP? Okay, so as I said, it's a SaaS solution from SAP. The customers can very easily subscribe or get the license of BTP based on their usage. If someone says that I just want to build applications, they will just purchase those many number of credits and then build application. Okay, if let's say an organization is very matured, then they would like to mo- buy more credits, let's say, so that they can also spend something on integration as well as on artificial intelligence. So it's up to the customer what they want to do with this platform, and then they pay according to that. So this platform offers a lot of services in various domains. One of the domain, as you can see, app dev and automation, wherein it provides a platform, or let's say an application, web application through which you can build your own applications, right? Even someone within the organization who is not from IT, they can also do developments using something called low code, no code, right? This term is now very getting very famous nowadays, that business users can also build their application with using something called LCNC, wherein you are not supposed to know the programming concept and then you can build your application. Automation is something, if you can use this domain to automate something which you are doing manually and which is taking a lot of time. So with that, it saves a lot of your time and then you can invest that somewhere else. Data analytics, as Maria also said about SAP SAC, SAP Analytics Cloud, that is a platform which SAP provides for creating dashboards so that the higher management can visualize how much sale is happening, where we are in terms of inventory. So those kind of intuitive dashboards you can build with data analytics area of BTP integrations, as I said, for connecting various applications. So SAP provides its own integration solution that is called SAP Integration Suite, or CPI. All right. So they are also providing some pre-built integrations with you can simply plug and play, and then it will start doing the job for you. Now at the very top you can see Joule agent, right? So now SAP also provide this AI offering, wherein Joule is something called, is it's like a chat bot, or you can also think that like a chat GPT, but now in SAP world it is called as Joule. So it's embedded into various SAP solutions, be it S4HANA, be it SuccessFactors, which is for HR solutions. With Joule, you can simply interact, post your queries, and then Joule will respond back by gaining the data from backend S4HANA system. All right. And then I go to the next slide. Okay, so I think pretty much we covered in into this, but going again a little bit. So application development, you can use CAP, Cloud Application Programming, all right, for building your applications. You can also use a platform where business user themselves can go and do their application development. Business process automation, this is the second domain of BTP, which can automate a lot of your processes, and then you do not have to do it on your own. For example, I can give a case wherein, let's say, a customer service department receives an order, uh, a requirement from some customer that I want to purchase these many number of products. Then the customer service would have to go into SAP and manually enter the details, punch the order, and then send an email to the customer saying that this is your order number, and then by so and so date it will be delivered. But all of these is manual process, right? So using business process automation, simply you can build a solution which will scan the customer emails. It will extract information from the PDF which customers are sending, and then it will create a order in SAP, and then it will also send an email. You do not have to do anything. All right. Now, for doing this, you have to use various AI capabilities in of SAP, which is the last domain, AI and LLM. So in BTP, you can also use AI and large language model for extracting information, let's say from your email, from your PDF document, and then you can make use of that information in whatever manner you want to do. And then SAP also provides option of using any kind of LLM provider you want to use, be it Google Gemini, be it ChatGPT, or you can also use Mistral, you can also use Perplexity, any kind of LLM provider you can choose, and then you can build your AI solution with BTP. Okay, you can also build your chatbots for a specific scenario, and then it will do your job. All right. Then what about security and optimization, right? I think there were some questions in the chat also about optimization and security. So in SAP area, these are also domains wherein we have specialized consultants for doing system administration, right? So what SAP system administrator or basis administrator does, it the person basically sets up your, let's say, the database. They take care of your system health scan. They also look into let's say the patching and upgrade. So these are the guy who takes care of your entire system landscape and ensure that There are no, let's say, memory issue. There are no dumps or any kind of things which is stopping the end-to-end business cycles. Then we also have security consultants, right? Who, let's say, provide role-based access to various people within the organization. So let's say a person from finance, he should be only doing the finance posting. He should not be creating orders. So this kind of a user segregation of duty is done by the security people. And how they do it, basically they create some security roles, and then those roles basically they assign to various different people within the organization, right? They also set up SSO integration, which stands for single sign-on, right? So that you do not have to enter your credentials, and then you can simply go into SAP. And then they also ensure that SAP system is secured, let's say from any kind of external attacks or any kind of threats. Then they also take care of the patching and so on. Now, these two domain are also available in BTP, administration as well as security. So in case of BTP, what the administrator does is basically they set up various accounts for customer sub account, global account. They also, let's say, if we are not over consuming the credits, so the customer should not get overcharged. So all of those kind of a monitoring, the basis people in SAP BTP area does. They also set up some connectivity like cloud connector or destination service, which is used for your integrations. Then again, the security comes in BTP as well. In BTP, we have some sophisticated mechanisms, I would say, which are, let's say, identity provisioning service, IPS, as well as identity authentication service, through which you can control the access of your BTP applications. Okay, then I would say these are some of the offerings from TSN side. All right. So we are helping enterprises with some tailored SAP solutions on their digital transformation journey. I think Ahmad Umair would be talking about this in more detail in the coming slides. Then we also help with some custom SAP development services. If the organizations wants to build some custom application, mobile application in that area as well, we help. On the left hand side, if you see, it's about extending your SAP or S4 HANA application, right? Because the organization want to do something of their own also, because standard SAP solution does not cater to the need of the organization. In that case, we also help extending external S4 HANA solution as well. And SAP says that you should be keeping your core clean. That means you should not be making any, let's say, custom changes, or you should not be modifying your core S4 HANA system. Instead, you should do your customizations in BTP, so that tomorrow, if you want to do some kind of upgrade, then your core, which is for HANA, would be very much next to standard, and then it will be very easy to upgrade your system. So all of these things we take care when we are providing solutioning services to our customers, and then we are ensuring that the solutions which we are providing, be it application development, process innovation, AI, we try to stick to BTP, and then we try to keep the core clean. All right. Then I think I little bit touched upon already on these offerings of TSN, which are available with the BTP. Okay, application development, be it explaining business people how to do using no code technology. We also do that so that they can build a UI, and then we take care of the backend part by providing some API which they can call from their UI, and then that's how we can do it in a faster manner instead of relying everything on the IT people. Automation, data analytics, and artificial intelligence I already spoke about. Okay, so I'll not be covering in this slide again. Then this again talks about next slide talks about security and administration capabilities of TSN. So we help the customer from the very beginning, from the perspective of setting up BTP. setting up their global account, sub account, and then we take care of their entire BTP landscape when it comes to security, role management, as well as administration. All right. Then with this, thank you so much. I will hand over to Ahmed Umar.
Thank you, Ibrahim, to give us such a detailed technical overview, and Maria as well. So now let me introduce our company. It's TSN Tech Secure Next Gen Systems. We have recently established in our office in US, New York State. We have a team who have a proven have a expertise or experience of implementation with the diversified industry, more with having a more than 10 years of experience in different organizations. We basically, what we do basically, we basically offer digital transformation, automations, change management, and plus, we also offer cards commercial off-the-shelf softwares like SAP, Odoo, Salesforce, like those applications. We do provide support because we have a expertise of, we are experienced or expert in business processes. We know how production work. We know how plant maintenance works. We know the KPIs of our plant maintenance engineer or the production guy, because our plant maintenance engineer wants to see the overall equipment efficiency, means the what is the efficiency of some specific machine like shearing machine, shearing or sheet metal cutting machine, or thermoforming or molding machine. So he is more interested in those things. So we are the experts, and what we do, we basically map all those processes in SAP, Oracle, Microsoft, and even for up to a certain extent Odoo as well. Yes, we do have a very good expertise in data analytics, because we know what the company's management wants to see. They want to improve the efficiencies. They want to bring the efficiencies in their business. For example, they want to see, management isn't interested in looking after the greens in their management dashboard. They want to see yellow and the red one. They don't want to see red. They want to convert it in yellow. Yellow means what problems will come after 2 months, so they can take the corrective action right now. Like, I'll give you an example. For example, there's some product which is coming from a different region or different continent is going to be delayed, by, let's assume, 2 months, maybe due to any shipping issue, due to any production issue at the vendor side. So they will revise their production plan just to minimize the loss due to the shortage of that part. So they want that is where the application, SAP, Oracle, it's Microsoft or Odoo, comes and play their role. They give us their suggestion. So that product is going to be this will not available. For example, they want to, our supply chain team wants to see the supplier monthly rating report, means which supplier is very good in supplying all the materials in a timely manner, which supplier we are experiencing the rejections or quality issues, that where it comes, that these things comes from the system, from the application, ERP application or SAP. Because at the time every stations is doing their job and performing their job, that means rejecting the product due to quality, recording delay in the delivery due to any reason. So all these values come up, and at the end of the month, we see the supplier ABC has a very low SMRR value, supplier monthly rating value. So the business can take the decision and try to find out the alternate power vendor, some other vendor. So second thing about the sales, we are very much interested to see what dealers or distributors are not performing well. We want to see the bottom 5 dealers. And the other thing, which SKU or product is not performing, is not meeting the target, our sales target, so that we will be more focused and give some sort of a promotion or some sort of a package deal to the dealers and the distributor, so that this product can be pushed into the market and our sales can improve. So this, how you can achieve those things, that's only with the help of the application SAP and AI. Currently, all people are hearing the word AI, artificial intelligence. What AI is? Basically, what I want to see, what means in a AI, what I am expecting, I want to see that which product is not going to be timely delivered to my factory premises. So this is what I want to see. I just write it down in the example, like it is such a Joule or any AI application. List down the materials which will not meet their delivery timelines. I can see all the list of materials. For example, I want to see, let's assume that I have increased the production target of any vehicle in automobile industry. I want to produce, for example, 200 units instead of 180. So means I'm increasing 20. So what are the impacts of where I have to focus in terms of material, or just to overcome the just to minimize or eliminate the shortage of material. Number 2, are all my equipment or machines are capable to produce 200 vehicles in a month, or in a month. So sorry, in a week's time, for example. So this is what I'll ask to the AI in a system, SAP. So they will give up or any application, they'll give me an answer. So these are your bottlenecks. If you want to produce 200 vehicles in a day, for example, then you have to improve those, you have to eliminate those constraints. So this is application, and how you can take the benefit. This is what we offer, because we know the business, we know the business processes, we are the experts. We are not only engineers, we are not only finally process and all those process. And the third thing is cards into customer off the shelf. So it's the customer's choice, whatever application they are going to opt, they can opt it. But yes, as a business analyst or business expert, we can help them out. And the last and the important thing, which is our objective, is to develop the resource. We believe on developing the resource. This webinar is basically to give you an introduction, to give you an overview that we are not the conventional training provider or a sort of a online training session. No, we will give you the practical examples which industry people are facing. You can go through it. It's a scenario. It's totally a scenario based. We will give you those tasks or assignments. Then you will groom yourself so that before stepping into the industry, you will be well prepared to face all those challenges. You will be well prepared or well aware all those business processes. And so that is our target, that is our objective. In fact, in SAP resource development program, if I say it's SAP developer, there is a one module is which Ibrahim told us is SAP developer, ARAP and CAP, SAP basis administration, BTP developer, security and GRC consultant, integration is a specialist, data and analytics engineer, on a functional side as well. So don't think if you have done your master's or graduation in HR, you are also eligible. In fact, you will be the best resource in best consultant. You will become a best HR consultant in SAP. If you have done your finance, if you're a chartered accountant or a CIMA or cost management accountant, you will definitely be a very good FICO or FACM consultant, financial consultant. If you have done your master's in sales and marketing, definitely, because the reason is you have a base and a background of sales and marketing. If you are an engineer, you know the engineering terms, you know the engineering process. All what you have to do, you have to map all those things with the SAP application. So you will be a very good SAP PM consultant. It will be very easy for you to understand and to learn SAP, because you guys have a basic knowledge. So this is what where we will help you in terms, or you can say in terms of developing the resource. And it's at last I must say, if you are targeting any a specific application, there is a very limited market for you to get the opportunity to get the job. But if you are working on an ERP, or especially in an SAP, you have a multiple options. Means you can work on any oil. You can apply on oil and gas sector. You can apply on electricity or utility side. You can apply a job, or you can apply in automobile industry, FMCG industry, any multinational company. Because as Maria said, most of the 80% of the big companies are using SAP. So you will have a very vast opportunity to get the job. Or chances of getting a job is much higher if you will go with the SAP, because SAP is working in the entire industry. Brent, next slide, please. Mario, yes. So this is first part. Just give you an idea what SAP ABAP Learning Guide is. Basically, how you should proceed. This is the guidance or the direction for you guys to follow the lines, like basics of SAP and ABAP. This is the overview. So this is how, using this thing, you can read, you can plan your studies accordingly, and you can plan your learning and studying is as per this plan, like level 1, 2, 3, because it's a phase by phase thing. So this is all about us. Now I'll hand over to Aleem Saab. And thanks to NADAC and Aleem Saab and NADAC team, Awais Saab, for everyone to give us an opportunity to explain about SAP to all of you. And if you guys have any query, anything, as someone has asked us in the chat as well, you can directly email it to us, training@tsmsys.us or info. And you have got our mobile number, cell number as well. You can contact us. We will definitely love to help you guys in getting the knowledge of SAP, or in getting or making you to prepare for the SAP industry. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you very much for everyone to come. And just last question I would like to ask, because you already reply all question and question answer in the chat. I want to ask, as an academic point of view, like some new fresh graduates, if they would like to join SAP team or SAP industry, or some other one who are in the middle of the career and they would like to switch. So what basically first step he can do to come to join the SAP community?
Okay, first, for both of them, I would suggest you to start reading the SAP material. They don't have to, because if, for example, the mechanical engineer, he has completed his 4-year degree, so he don't have to spend his time on understanding the business or understanding the maintenance or mechanical engineering terms. He already know it. He just have to focus on the SAP, what SAP plant maintenance module or maintenance module or integrated business planning optimizer, a business planning module, what these modules are offering. So they have to learn it and then map it accordingly. Yes, Maria, please.
Omer Bhai, one thing I would like to add is big companies, multinationals, every September and March, they have programs for fresh graduates. I know that in Europe, it's unpaid, but it's unpaid for 3 months. That lands you after 3 months to a job where you can actually start to grow into your career from level 1. They take you to advanced levels. And the best way for somebody who has just graduated is to actually apply to these programs. And they don't have a very strict criteria, only that you have a master's or you are planning to have a master's. Not everybody has the criteria of having a master's. So even a bachelor's, you apply you refer your friends, and there's a very good chance that if you don't get it in September, you get it in March or the next September. But it gets your foot in, it gets you a 3 months experience with the familiarity of the terms and and how the system works, and that can be a stepping stone to going into the field that you want to go.
Thank you,
Uh,
Mahmood. Please
sorry.
share with us so we can email all of the participants for this information.
Sorry, Limcha, one thing I would like, we are different from the conventional training providers. We love to help resources. As Maria said, how they can start their careers by applying to the companies on an internship, number one. Number two, they can actually get the access on SAP material. They'll start learning it. If they face any difficulty or an issue, they can contact us on our given numbers. We will love to help them.
Okay. So thank you very much for everyone to join this session, and it's a very wonderful, you can say, the morning. Because, so I would like to thank you, Umair and Mahanur and Ibrahim and all people, and we hope you can find today's webinar valuable, and someone might get chance to tune their career in this field. So thank you again to everyone, and wish you a best weekend. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Assalamu
So,
alaikum.
Thank you,
Salim
everybody.
bhai,
Have a lovely.
just one request to the speakers, if they could provide or share, if it's shareable, their slide deck, so that
Yeah.
we could post it on the NIDEC website along with the video that they recorded.
So we can take the slide from there. What Umair said.
Yes, we will share it.
Thank you.
Okay. So we can email to everyone. Thank you very much.
Alaikum, Dr. Halim and Umar Saab, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, all good. How are you guys?
Good, good. Very informative training session webinar. Just proper contact, rather a continuous. If any of our NIDAC member needs some help or any Indian needs help, I mean, you two guys can get together and provide the needed help.
Definitely, we love to do that.
Dr. Saab? Yes.
So yeah, so we are here and we are in contact with the mayor and his team. So whoever, anybody can get help from him and guidance, and so inshallah.
Umair, is there any stats available? Which package is the topmost in demand? There are a lot of packages I understand in SAP. Which ones are the top ones?
Here are, it basically depends on the company's requirement, the company's need, what package or what solution you are going to opt. For example, if you are looking for any nuclear power plant or any electrical power generation company, there would be a different thing. If you are looking for a small size organization, there would be a different. It depends on it. SAP S/4HANA, it's a pure complete application, can be tailored or can be based on the organization need. And Javed sir, one more thing. We have shared our contract for, as you said earlier, for NED or NEDAC employees or NED alumni. You can share our contact details with them. It's already available. And we love to, if they can contact us with a reference of NEDAC, we'll definitely love to help them. Not only, we love to help all of the colleagues or any one of them who needs our support or any help.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
So now again, I'm thank you for everyone to join this webinar, and see you next time or next month with a new topic and new, technology. Have a good day. Bye.
Good luck. Good
Thank
luck.
you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
you.